the road again, finally, and we are in the valleys at the minute. We are driving through the hills of Wales. Yeah, so we're on our way to a Bron Y Garth hospital. I don't think it's anything to do with him out of Wayne's World. Yeah, we're looking forward to this. Been invited down by Russ and the boys from Wednesbury Paranormal. So kudos to that. There's going to be some faces we haven't saw for a while there, Neil. I think Sir Gary Fields is going to be there. The Princess of the Macabre, Jolene Jackson's going to be there, and plenty of others. So we're in for a great bloody night, I can tell you that. Yeah, so we've our first stop. We've driving through the hills of Wales now for the last hour and a half, and we finally got to the pub. Yes, the pub. Neil, have you got your Argonauts ready? The Argonauts were here.
What did I get on, John?
The Golden Fleece.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I have. I've got them in pocket.
It actually feels like we've just done the 7th voyage of Sinbad.
What's that,
Yeah, so we've just come into the cave bar in the pub, and it's time for our paranormal ale.
Two away from Sardinia, so come into this beautiful pub called the Golden Fleece, and I've had pale ale called Sardinia ale. So at the end of the day,
looks nice.
It's only 3.5, so we take 2 steep.
Get to the point.
Yeah, but I'm going to make a made every model. So it's really nice drink, but it's got a bit of an aftertaste to it. I'll give it a 3.5 out of 5 on the old ale scale. Yeah,
not bad.
A little bit of snow on the top.
Yeah.
You know.
Have a sip then, our kid.
Yeah. It tastes stronger than what it actually is, to be honest. Yeah. It does.
Good.
But just up the night going downhill from here.
So here we are, we're at Bron Y Garth Hospital, and we're in this, how would you explain this room, Neil?
Just a ward, I think, an old ward.
Okay. So we're in the old part of the hospital. I think it's 1800s, and it's full of beds and stuff, so apparently there's a lot of activity in here. With things moving, bangs, taps, the usual malarkey. So there you go. We'll just feel that breeze then. Bloody hell. Yeah, it's quite eerie. It's a bit like Silent Hill. So we're just going to do a little bit of a call out. See if we can get any noises. Wednesbury Paranormal, Russ and the boys, and they're in the other room, far away, so we can't hear any noise. The only noise you can hear is me and Orange and the cars outside. So listen carefully. If there's any energies in here with us at this moment in time, please don't be shy. We respect this hospital, and just kind of make some noise for us. The noise you just heard was just our feet, because the floor is quite loose, isn't it, Neil?
Yeah, it's like bubble rock.
You can move something if you like, we don't mind.
Obviously, you know, these are the original beds.
You can still smell that it was a hospital, can't you? You can still smell the chemicals and that, can't you?
Yeah.
It's freezing in here, the paint's peeling off the walls. It still smells kind of clean, just like an hospital would, even though it hasn't been used for years and years and years. Like I say, the night's still early. So, you never know.
The old Bibles. I think in most hospital beds have got a Bible. But like, obviously, whether these are new, I can't see, but
Yeah, so we're gonna do a little tour. Look at the handprints on the window now. You know, if you can see them. Some handprints on the old windows, look. Yeah, so we're gonna do a little tour through the corridor and give you a little so you can see what it's all like. Oh, that thing. So we've just come to another part of the room. We was kind of, I wouldn't say we were drawn to this place, but I don't know, I'll just let my legs walk. We haven't been in this room yet, have we now?
No.
So we don't even know where we are. We're quite lost at the minute, to be honest. Imagine if we could get that wheelchair to move, Neil.
No.
I wonder if, you know, anybody who was sat on that in the past. You know. You want to scooch over?
It's an old wheelchair, ain't it? Jesus Christ.
Do you know, I'd love anything to just happen. Even if it's like something move or a light come on its own or just a bang or a knock. Because there's plenty of little nooks and crannies in this room. Especially with this wheelchair here. Anything like that would make it move. It'd be bloody-tastic. You know what I mean? Wonder where this leads our kid. Let's have a little butcher's before we go back. There's a room I'm looking for. Waiting room. We've just been in here, haven't we? Kitchen. Oh, kitchen. Looks like there's been some kind of meeting in here, have there?
I think it's people who had obviously Ouija board sessions or something. Yeah.
Well, they say, you know, for table tipping and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That's what they're doing here.
Most definitely.
Check the ceiling out. Told you it was like Silent Hill. I must say, I'm not feeling anything about like being at all, not yet anyway. But the history of this place is supposed to be phenomenal, and hopefully we can catch an interview with our good friend Russ Bevan.
Anyway, we're just going to go and find Russell, and we're going to try and grab a little bit of an interview with him on the ins and outs of the place, because he does research all this. So we'll see you in a bit.
So we just come outside the porch entrance to the hospital, and I've got two guests here, two of the boys from Wentry Paranormal. Anyway, gents, thanks for having us here again.
You're welcome.
And can you tell us a bit about the place?
Yes, it's a hospital. It was also a workhouse in the distant past, maternity unit, and also a bit of a mental institution as well. So there's an awful lot of layers.
So there's time for Neil to get in here yet?
There's more than enough time.
Plenty of rooms for you. There's 3 floors, plenty of rooms for everyone to split up in and just leave you there.
Yeah.
You got anything about the paranormal activity, what goes on here? Any kind of the history in that?
The main one on the top floor where the maternity was definitely there are an awful lot of children's voices. You can hear. We've been told that you can hear nurses running around, and obviously because it was also a bit of a mental ward up on the top, you probably hear screams and scratches and banging and crashing and let me out please.
There's also in the kitchen there's something to do with like a little lift where they take the food up, and there's a button you can press where they've heard the button. When people have been in the offices above the kitchen, they've actually heard that button going. So as if like the actual elevator's still working, but there's no one been down there, so there's stuff in that kitchen that we need to have a look at.
Yeah, the dumb waiter, the lady was just telling us about that. Yeah. Anyway, chaps, we'll catch you a lot in a bit.
Yes, take care. Yeah.